Owning a home with some green grass and a garden isn't too much to ask for, but it is for these frustrated families. They say their water pressure is so low it's a joke, and they're not laughing.
We were shocked. We were absolutely shocked.
It's been an absolute nightmare. We've spent 10 years saving to build our home, and we can't have the basic thing as a back garden.
Martin and Bianca Don just want a patch of real grass for their 3 girls to play on, but all they've got is this dust bowl.
It's hot, it's sandy, it's dirty. People don't want to be here. We don't want people in it. This is not what we wanted out of life and out of our life savings.
To see your girls playing around in the dirt, how does that make you feel?
It makes me depressed. We grew up with my father and friends playing cricket in the grass, kicking in the grass, playing soccer, and I just watched my girls playing in the sand, bringing all the sand into my house, and I'm basically just over sand. I'm over it.
Martin and Bianca moved into their new home in Yanchep, about 55 kilometres from the Perth CBD, a year ago. They immediately noticed their water pressure was low and say it became increasingly worse as the months went on.
In terms of the water pressure, yeah, it's a joke.
Pure drivel. That's a shower.
To give you an idea of the water pressure problem, we decided to fill up 2 buckets of equal size to show just how long it takes. Bucket 1 is filled at the Don family home and bucket 2 is filled at Belmont, another Perth suburb. It took 1.5 minutes to fill bucket 1 and just 29 seconds for bucket 2.
Your dishwashers don't work properly, your washing machines don't work properly. You can't be doing multiple things at the same time. You can't have a garden.
When the couple spoke to landscapers, their dream of having real grass in the backyard was crushed.
If you wanted to have lawn, what would you have to do?
We would have to either increase the amount of stations that we had and run 1 sprinkler at a time. So that's 4 to 5 hours of watering on your watering days just to keep your lawn alive. Or you increase your pressure. 8 or 9 stations when you only need 1 or 2. That's a problem.
Bianca Smith and her young family live on the same street.
I was talking to the landscaper out the front and he was telling me that our street is the worst he's ever seen for water pressure and all of the time that he's been doing landscaping.
Seemingly simple tasks taking a long time to complete.
How long does it take to fill up the bath?
Oh, probably like 40 minutes.
And that must be pretty frustrating when you've got 2 little boys running around.
Every night it's just an absolute mission.
The Dons and Bianca have made multiple complaints to the Water Corporation.
Water Corp are telling us that the minimum requirement is 15, we're sitting at 16. I don't see how 1 point above minimum requirements is enough when I'm paying the same rates as everyone else.
We had somebody come out and do a water pressure test and they basically just told us that there was nothing that they could do about it.
I get angry a lot. I get frustrated. I'm angry. I'm really angry.
That anger extends to Satterley, developers of housing estate Vertex.
They've sold me something that I can put a home on, a house on, but I haven't been able to build a full home. And that makes me really angry.
What are your fears?
They're doing a lot of new builds up the road, and when people start moving in and start using the water, I just don't know how much worse it's going to get.
A Current Affair understands new property owners in the Vertex estate are now being asked to sign this document. It states landscaping may face limitations due to low water pressure. Families are also asked to release developer Satterley from any liability, the document blaming Water Corporation infrastructure. Satterley says it only became aware of the water pressure issue in September last year and that all parties are working together quickly in order to secure a resolution for the impacted residents. The Water Corporation told us the rate of growth within the estate and wider area has increased demand on the water supply scheme, and they're working with the estate's developer to install a booster pump station which will increase water pressure. The project expected to be complete in early 2026. Martin and Bianca have now taken matters into their own hands.
So you've had to get a whole new system put in just so you can get enough water pressure?
Yeah, we've had to get a plumber to put in the pressure pump and the water tank and connect it to the main so we can actually get decent pressure for our house and the Ritic.
But it set them back around $5,000.
Someone needs to take responsibility for better planning. They need to make sure that our infrastructure is actually up to scratch to handle the volume of people that are moving into Perth.
Yeah, it just doesn't cut it when they're paying the same water rates as everyone else. Those families deserve better and fast.